I'm Callum Hutchison, and I'm the assistant buyer for Hill Interiors. I manage all of the logistics side of all the products really. So I take the products from when Ben, my manager, chooses them over in the Far East or wherever it'll be, and I take them from there, basically get them onto the system, add all the product information that it needs, and then get that uploaded, and eventually at the end of it, it arrives here, and I sort of manage all of that process in between really. It's a hectic job, but it gets done. Well, the favourite part is, you've said it in the question really, is being part of that family. We're all really close here, and everybody gets on. We all have a good laugh, to be fair. And yeah, everybody just gels really well, and I think that's important. I think you've got to have a lot of people that put in a lot of effort, and everybody pulls their own weight, which they do here, and that's one of the best things really, is we all get involved and we are a team, and that's the best bit. My favourite Hill Interiors, I wouldn't say item, I would say items. It's a collection. I love the Live Edge collection. You'll get a lot of people saying this, but it is my absolute favourite. It's very natural. The way you'll see it on the website, all of the edges is a completely natural edge. So all it's had done is a little bit of sanding, and that's it. It's still got all the knots in it. It's just raw furniture. It's really good, but then it's accompanied with obviously the steel legs, which give it a modern feel. So you've got the whole the natural top of the furniture and the chopping boards, the shelves, but then you've industrialised it with the steel, and it's to everybody's taste. I haven't found anybody who doesn't like it yet. It was a really good purchase. It was good. So my start with Hill Interiors, it's a funny one really. I'd never heard of Hill Interiors, or I had a little bit. A friend of mine who still works here now, Josh, he's a health and safety manager now. I knew that he worked for Hill Interiors years ago. I was working in an office in Thirsk, doing a completely different job really to what I do now, and I was also working part-time at the Thirsk Golf Club. Now, Julian likes to drink, or used to like a good drink, so he would always come in and I'd serve him, and we got a good sort of relationship going. We were mates, and he just asked me one day, he just said, we've got Jax who's leaving the team, and I desperately need somebody. So I sort of said to him, well, I know my way around a computer, I reckon I could do it for you. And yeah, that was 4 years ago now, and I'm still here, so I'm doing something right. I've got quite a busy life, to say that I don't play any sports, but my key thing is to take the kids out, take the dog out for a walk. I love just going out for walks with my dog. I can stick my boots on, take the lead, ball in the pocket, and we could just go for miles, and yeah, that's what we like. So me and my wife, and if I can drag the kids along, we'll go. They'll come as well. But if not, then Grandma takes after them. So that's all right. But yeah, that's the hobby that I sort of have really.
Good enough.
Yeah. Taking them out on days out. I much prefer. I'd rather, if I had the choice to either say, right, I'll go and play in a football match or have a round of golf, or do you want to take everybody to the beach for the afternoon and have an ice cream and some fish and chips and go to the arcades? I do that. I like to have family time really, instead of my own personal time. I like to spend time with the family. Yeah. Childhood dream job. Right. So this wasn't just such a dream really. I did pursue it in college actually, but I wanted to be in the police force from about the age of, 14, 15, I did want to be in the police. I don't have any family or anything in the police, but it seemed like a really interesting job. And yeah, I tried to pursue it actually. I finished at school, I got grades good enough to get into college and things like that, and I took a public services course basically, and it was all to do with law, arrest. There was a lot of medical first aid training in there, and various situations and things like that, and I absolutely loved it, and I've completed that at 3 A's, like a triple distinction at the end of it, and I applied to go into the police, and it was right at the time where they were just cutting people left, right and centre, and all they had space for was a PCSO where I lived, and it just wasn't going to be for me. I needed something where I was going to be paid. It wasn't going to be voluntary. I think they wanted me to do 2 years voluntary or something, and then just at that time I wasn't in that position. So I sort of missed out on that one really. But it's ended up all right. So I might still go one day. Yeah, don't drink so much when you hit 18. That would be a good one. I wasted many a blurry nights, 18, 19-year-old, and many a wage slip on going out. I enjoyed it. I think I would tell my younger self, buy that house when it comes up. I had when I was younger, and a house came up in the paper actually. And I'd been saving up. I was only about maybe 18 at the time, 19, but I had enough money there for a deposit for this house. It was a repossession. It was in Thirsk where I live, and my mum had showed me it in the paper, and she said, this is however much. You need to get this. It'd be brilliant. You could either rent it out, or you could rent it out for a little bit and then live in it, when you're a little bit older, something like that. And yeah, I didn't go for it in the end. I don't know. I just got nervous about it, or something happened, and I just thought, no, it didn't seem right. And anyway, a week later it had gone, and I'd missed that opportunity. And then after that, I sort of dwindled the money away and various bits, and that would be probably the only bit of advice I would give myself is if I could time travel back to when I was sort of 17, 18, and I knew that house, go for that, then I would have done that, and that I would be on the property ladder earlier. But I wouldn't change anything. I've got no regrets about anything or anything like that. So yeah, I'd pretty much live it just about how I have really. Maybe get my head down in school a bit more and get less detentions, but apart from that, it's all good really. Okay, the person I would pick, it's a toss-up between two really, but it would probably be Ant Middleton. He's called. He's new on the scene. He is the main guy on SAS Who Dares Wins. I don't know if you've seen it. But he's a really interesting, charismatic, knowledgeable guy, and I think you could learn a lot from him. He does a lot of sort of life coaching, stuff like that. I actually went to see him a couple of weeks ago in Newcastle, in the City Hall Theatre. We watched him, and it was unbelievable. You didn't take your eyes off him for the whole sort of hour and a half he was on. He's got a lot of wise words and I think he's got his head screwed on, and he's a really interesting guy. Yeah. Bali. Yeah. It looks on Instagram. It looks very idyllic. Idyllic. The Office comedian. It's got to be Ben, hasn't it? It's got to be Ben. Yeah. He's always up for a laugh. He's up for stupid challenges, and yeah, it's got to be Ben. I think he's the one to make everybody laugh. If there's going to be anybody, it's got to be him. Yeah. Who is the Office prankster? Oh, well, do you know what? I think the level of pranks has diminished over the years. I've heard some stories of some really, really good pranks that the team pulled on people and things like that. I think a car ended up on one of the roofs of the offices actually at some point. I don't think I was here for that. And yeah, I wouldn't say there was one particular prankster, but yeah, there's definitely been some pranks to be had. The most driver's license points, Ben. Definitely, it's got to be Ben. He's known for putting his foot down in just about everything. He's had some good cars from here as well, and how he hadn't lost his license, I don't know. But yeah, he's trying to think. Yeah, Ben's got to be the top of the list. Either that or Josh Harvey, actually. He drives quite fast. For a health and safety guy, he drives pretty fast. But then again, he's had some nice cars in his time, so he's used to driving fast as well.